again.
How the hell do you kill a rock? Jeff, are we gonna be successful in this, or is it gonna wax us?
Did you try DDT?
I mean, we can certainly try.
You like that, didn't you? I mean, are you actually planning on trying to kill it, or are you gonna?
I mean, worst case scenario, I got a 20-foot fall into a boat.
Well, the whale will come up to the top.
Right. So, I mean, I can take 2d6 fall damage. That's no problem. So we'll see how long I can stand. It's already here, so I mean, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in the water, so.
Should have taken that last round to rage, I think. I think I missed that opportunity, but...
Nah. You'll be in the boat before you know it.
So, what do you think about doing some freediving, Mr. Iceman? Are you going to float to the top, or you think you can get some buried treasure? Sunken treasure?
You're assuming that there's treasure in boats. Well, we know there's boats, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it matters since we probably are going to get out of here soon, but there is a map of the island that may or may not be useful, but if we're out of here as soon as the battle's over, it probably isn't worth putting up.
Yeah,
Scared myself.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You have that kind of face.
Yes, I do. Wait, what?
I mean, I don't know.
This is the face of a man who drank too much last night.
Nonsense.
Oh,
That doesn't happen.
Oh crap! We brought the recyclables out. The bottle of champagne we drank last night was like 3 feet tall, and I'm not even joking.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because it was like $30 at Costco.
But
did it have a spigot on the bottom, or did you have to like?
We had to, there was a big fucking cork and had to pour it, and it was funny.
Okay.
I got yelled at for pouring champagne wrong several times last night.
How do you pour it right out of a bottle?
I didn't have the hands to do all of that. It's like I need a third arm here.
1, 2, 3 left.
Did you try pulling down your pants?
I can't hold as much. I tried to tie it around the glass. It wouldn't hold.
Well,
got too excited.
So, here's a fun tip. Just because Costco sells something doesn't mean you have to buy it.
It was a good night. It was a good night. There was a lot of stuff I saw at Costco that I wanted to buy, that I should buy. Yeah.
That just tells me Tom hasn't spent enough time inside Costco.
Oh, I've spent a lot of time inside of Costco. Trust me.
He rides in the carts.
Wow.
You're not supposed to?
That's twice the size that it should be. For that price, I can't help myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that as it is. All right. Are we all ready? Do you want to get this party jumping?
Do you want to rock and roll?
Everybody go potty and get their coffee.
I got my coffee.
No football today, so I have.
I went potty earlier.
My Alvin and the Chipmunks. At a kid, and you're drinking it out of a straw.
My beholder. It's hard. It blurs out my mug. There's my beholder.
Oh, hey, how did those mugs go over with everybody? Yeah, good.
Ask these yahoos. They got them.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Hey, yahoos, how'd the mugs go over?
Great coffee cup.
Yahoo!
I get to explain to my kids what it is all the time.
It's coffee mug. Holds coffee.
So, how do I sound this week again without a headset?
Good.
Still okay?
Yeah, good actually.
Yeah. Solid.
Playback seemed okay.
No worries.
Yeah, I listened to it. You sounded great. So. course of like 6 hours. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer. Here with these three nerds, because, math is hard. And I'm a little slow on the draw this morning, but that man pointing at me and surprising me is one Tom M. Norman playing Aronan this morning. How you doing, buddy?
I'm always slow on the draw, but for other
Slow on the
reasons.
draw. For other reasons, you just like to take your time, huh?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. I hear
Sure.
the women like it that way.
Sometimes I'm slow on the draw.
Oh, other times you're very quick? Is that what you're saying?
You know they make a little blue pill for that.
I don't have that
That
problem.
would be... Oh, no, that would be that. That's...
That's when you're
I'm-
very slow on the draw.
I'm confused now. Oh, yeah, very slow on the draw. So slow that you can't draw. That other man quietly observing this and making some interesting faces. It's one Ryan Crixus. Kukta, how you doing this morning, dude?
Fantastic. None of that is related to Dungeons and Dragons, so
Nope.
but good times. Hey,
I have not
happy
seen...
Sunday morning.
Yeah, I have not seen reference to that in Dungeons and Dragons. However, I've seen references to it in The Witcher. So, which we have season 2 coming up in 12 days.
Something like
December
that.
is jam-packed with some interesting stuff from Spider-Man to The Matrix to all different kinds of
Oh
stuff.
my god, that
I can't
Spider-Man
wait.
looks so good. Did you see there's a trailer for Across the Spider-Verse? They're doing another Spider-Verse movie.
I heard about
The
it, didn't
animated
see
one?
it.
I didn't, but it sounds great. I'm in for it.
It's gonna be fantastic. The trailer's cute as hell too. And that last man who has spoken some words and was not acknowledged is the lore master, the lazy dragon, the limerick writer, one Jeff Doc Williams. How you doing this morning, bud?
Doing good. Trying to make it through this early morning start.
Yep, I had. I'm starting earlier than normal, so I just make sure I get through everyone. I gotta introduce you because you got the limericks and the summaries. So
That's true. That's true.
what happened last week?
Oh man, last week it seemed like a battle with Lady Ice Kiss or Oral's second form was going to happen until she disappeared and flew off on her rock to go do her magical nightly light show that we learned was her flying. But we did find the nest the rock usually sleeps in, filled with a few interesting treasures, including a chest full of stuff, a harp that was out of tune, and of course,
Answer the lifelong question: what is the rock cooking? Apparently, eggs.
yeah. Then the dragon egg, the silver dragon egg that we found, was quite an interesting item. Doc and Crixus seemed to think that they could carry it away and hatch it. Valine wanted nothing to do with it, and Aronan decided he was going to do something with it, which was not benevolent, and ended up succeeding over Crixus and Doc and pushing it down the stairs, where it crashed.
Cold-hearted bastard.
So Valine decided that, waste not, want not, turned it into an undead silver dragon, brought it with us. Doc decided that we weren't going to leave this place without leaving our calling card and torch the nest on top, leading to the biggest bonfire of his life. So we took off, got near the dock where the whale was when the rock returned, screaming and screeching about its burning nest. Rang the bell while waiting for the whale to come. The rock decided it also knew where we were because we rang the bell and was flying at us. So we all took a little preparations, whatever you want to call it. Aronan decided to become a bobber. Doc and Crixus held their ground at the end of the dock, and Valine is hiding. And as we ended the show, the rock was just outside of melee range.
I love that when you said Aronan became a bobber, Tom just went like this. Bobblehead.
So,
Bobblehead Tom.
after stealing the stuff in the chest and making a torch of its nest, we now stand on the dock and we're ready to rock to show that rock which team is best.
Nice.
Get it?
So, one of you had held an action for melee range, and I think it was Doc.
Yep.
Aronan, you are in the water. You're bobbing in the water. You see the whale. He's relatively close. You also see Valine hiding under the dock after her silver wormling, undead wormling, got torn to shreds. Doc and Crixus are standing on the end of the dock waiting for the rock to enter melee range. Doc waiting to bash it. Crixus just took up a defensive stance. I don't think you held an action, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And they were at the far end of the dock, right? Not the bell end. If I
No,
remember correctly, they were.
Yeah, they're at the end, just above you, pretty much. Like if you were back up on the dock and they were like maybe I think 20 feet in.
Okay. Yeah.
From that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we're
they're
toast
right
off
nearby.
the diving board.
A double move will get them, or a single move will get them in the water. And then if they wanted to try and swim, they may even get.
I think we're hoping for the whale. Hoping the whale timing works out well, that we don't have to actually get wet.
The
But we'll
rock
see.
is swooping in. It is in melee range. Swooping in, claws exposed. Doc, you were waiting for melee range.
Here we
This is
go.
Melee range.
Does a 14 hit?
Just misses.
All right. Does a less than 14 hit?
Not better.
All right. Double miss.
Double miss. So you swing at it twice as it comes rolling through. Let's roll initiative here at this point, because we took hostile. There was hostile actions, many hostile actions at this point. And this may be all for naught, but having it will be a thing. Where is she in the
Oh goodness. Oh.
Did open her up. Okay. All right. So what do we got? Crixus, where are you at?
14.
Crixus is at 14.
Also 14.
Okay, who's gonna go first between the two of you? You can decide.
Doc.
Doc. Aronan, where are you at?
6. I'm in the water.
Would you like to go before Valine? Or after, because she had a 6 as well.
I will go after. I will wait till the very end.
Okay.
Oh, and we need a point of clarification, Mr. DM.
Yes.
If these fists of fury are magical, am I an Iceman with man hands?
If you read what it actually says, it says it acts as if they were magical. So they still act as if they were magical, but they're ice.
Oh, that's kind of
They
hoping
aren't
I'd
technically
actually just
magical. They're treated as magical. You've learned how to use them in a way that most humans don't use them.
I was hoping I would look like a big giant sheet of ice with just these weird hands poking out.
Absolute wild image, but I can't get behind that. That seems too strange.
That would have been fun.
Let's see. Air. None. And then you'd have to worry about frostbite on your hands and shit.
I suppose there is that.
So, Doc, you swung at. Oh, hang on a minute. I gotta roll for the rock. I gotta rock and roll. That's gonna be the joke all day long, people.
Yeah, I can't get on board with that.
Yeah. So, holy hell. Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna clearly go. You both had bonuses, so all right. Had a 6 as well. All right, Doc. You swung. You get redemption again.
All right.
Swing some more.
On the bright side, that gives me a bonus action with which I can use my second rage. So I will rage. And
Rajay.
swing again. That's better. 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Nice. It's 14 plus. I think my rage damage is 2. You'd think I'd know this by now.
You would think.
Yeah, plus 2. So 16 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And the second one misses. It's a 9.
Yes, that does miss.
And in melee, I am not going to move out of range because I do not want an attack of opportunity on me.
All right. Crixus. It's in melee range for you.
I am just going to swing at it with my hand axe as I just kind of back up to the tail end of its
Range.
I guess melee range, but I don't want to remove myself
Okay.
for a attack of opportunity. So,
Okay.
oh,
Oh, holy hell! That's a
20.
good hit. That is a good hit. That's a nat 20.
Yep.
Nice.
So
Got some spell slots to dump into this.
Punch that
some
no.
damage. Yeah, you
You wish, right? You guys haven't been able to rest yet. You went and rang the bell before you rested.
You're welcome.
12 damage though. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna yell out, "Where the hell's your whale?" And then I'm done.
All right. Valine.
Does the whale need to roll initiative?
He has one job. at this
Actually, yeah, I want to have him roll initiative just to see where he'll surface, because he has a movement and he's within 1 movement of being to the surface. Right now, he surfaces.
So if he surfaces, am I riding the whale?
You're right next to it. All you'd have to do is take a 5-foot movement to get in. Unless you tried to position yourself above him, where you plop into him the second he pops. But
No.
then you might take fall damage, because that's a big dome in there. So you take like 10 feet of fall damage.
Nah, I would
Okay.
wait for him to pop.
All right. So Valine peeks out from underneath the dock. Oh, what does she got here? She's got all kinds of shit. Let's see. Ooh, let's go with this. I think. Actually, no. How big is this? Yeah. She drops a. She starts weaving her hands around and speaking this like very, very crude and unsettling language as you see this sheet of necromantic energy just pour over the top of the rock, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. So it is going to have... It failed with a 3 on the die, I'm sure. Yep. And it's going to take... This will be fun. Where are they? 6, 7, 8. 8d8.
Holy shit.
As a blight pours over it, doing 29 points of necrotic damage to it. Let's see.
Sadly, with 8d8, that's almost kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a lot, but it's like,
still a
oh,
lot, yeah. Could be
You
in the
notice
50s.
as this washes over, like all the feathers seem to they seem to dry out and separate just a little bit, and the vitality seems to drain from it somewhat as it takes 29 points of necrotic damage, and she tucks back in under the bridge and looks. Actually, she's gonna move onto the ice towards the opening of the water, all the while under the bridge. her 30 feet. So she's got another movement to go to get to that opening, but she peeked out, fired off, and then moved towards you guys. So then we are at Aronan.
All right, so I would climb into the whale.
Okay.
Am I able to see over the top of the dock to shoot at the rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing's wingspan is 200 feet. You'll be able to hit it.
Okay. I'm going
Over
to
the top of the
longbow its
dock.
ass.
It is approximately 30 feet away from you right now.
I am not going to longbow its ass. 8.
Yeah, you missed. You lost your footing when you were climbing in the boat. You were like got your bow out and you're like, I should probably shoot at this thing to create a distraction. And you like stepped on something inside the boat as you were climbing into it and released the arrow and ended up missing him.
It's probably that your arrows are made of ice.
It could be that. Or your fingers. You just don't have the same tactile release tension that you're used to.
Can't get that twang going.
It,
Don't mean a thing.
if it ain't got that twang. Suddenly I want to hear that. Like a bluegrass version of that swing
We have
tune.
we have
Oh,
a
that would
harp.
be so good.
Yeah, I do have a harp.
You have a harp, and Crixus has a
Salute.
lute. Yeah, you got a formings of a band here, man.
I don't think the harp has the same kind of twang that a banjo would.
Probably not.
That's
Is
it.
there anything else you'd like to do?
There's really
Nope.
nothing else I can do. No.
Okay, Doc, you got the rock's attention. He's gonna come.
Oh, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna yell,
Okay.
"Whale ho!" Jump in.
The whale.
The whale's a ho!
I was gonna say the whale goes. I'm not a hoe.
Oh.
You don't pay me
Whale's
for
a
my
hoe.
services.
Oh.
Bullshit. We paid you to bring us here.
That's food, though. um,
Argue semantics with me.
so the rock comes flying in, lands on the dock, and goes after Doc with his beak. Not the Doc, but our friend Doc with his beak. And the beak is 23 hit you.
Solidly.
All right, so then let's roll this. I probably shouldn't roll this because we're dealing large amounts of damage here. Should probably just go with the default, but we'll see.
Oh, you're on mute.
I've been on mute the whole time, haven't I?
Yep. So
A couple seconds.
29 points of piercing damage as
Ooh,
it pokes at
thankfully.
you with its beak.
Thankfully halved. Good thing I rolled better.
And then it's going to make its second attack.
You said 29?
29, yep.
So half
So
is
20.
14.
Yep. 14. Its second attack is a 28 to hit,
Yeah.
which ends up being 15 plus 9 is 24 slashing damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
And that will end
Remember
the
when I
rocks.
thought we were gonna fight this thing?
I pulled up the stat sheet today and went, oh boy. They didn't rest. Had you guys rested, maybe, but that's all it can really do, though. So, Doc, it's your turn.
All right.
Punch it in the beak.
Grappled. I'm still gonna attack.
Actually, okay. The target is grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained. So you have the restrained condition.
Oh, I also am restrained.
Yes. There is an
That
escape
is-
DC for it.
Disadvantage on attacks. All right. Well, I'll just take the disadvantage penalty and hit it like it's my job. That feels okay. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
No. Less damage this time. Total of 8.
8. Okay.
Second attack, also at disadvantage. Still good. 20 to hit. 30, 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll that because that's a little number. It's not much better, but I'll take 9 damage.
9. Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I will use my second wind to gain some hit points back. 1d10 plus 6.
All right.
Punch it in the beak.
7 plus 6 is 13. Yay. Okay,
very
that's
nice.
all I got.
All right, Crixus.
Well done.
Doc is being held.
Can I see, is there an appendage that Crixus could target that
The
would
leg that's
potentially release?
Yeah, you're holding the foot.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
He's got him wrapped in his talons.
All
He
right,
gets 2
I'm gonna
attacks. Beacon
swing
talon.
my hand axe at
Okay.
the focused in on the talon to
Mhm.
potentially release Doc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my inspiration
Okay.
to re-roll that very low roll,
Fair enough.
and it's not much better. So 10 to hit.
10 to hit, 10 misses. So you swing, and Doc's struggling and moving around within there, and so his movement actually moved the rock, kind of moved its foot to work with him, and you ended up missing in that moment. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Maybe a spiritual
so
weapon?
Crixus
don't know.
hears that the whale is there, so he calls to Valine to say, the ride's here, and but he's not moving off the dock until he can release Doc from grapple. So he's gonna stay up and try to get the rock's attention.
Okay. In response to you calling out to Valine that the ride is here, you see her. She actually, with her movement, pops out the side of the dock to. She's gonna shoot at the rock again as she's moving, and she's basically yells to you, "I see it!" And so she's moving side by side. She did that. Let's roll one of these. Why not? What does this do? Again, some more strange. What is the damage on this? Oh, yeah. So she's gonna do this. She starts muttering something, and you see this just both her hands come up, and there's this like dark, necrotic looking ray that comes flaying out of her hands and hits the rock square in the right in the underside of him, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which his Constitution modifier was that again. Okay.
Like a Cyclops beam? Like
Yeah, it's kind of like a Cyclops beam. Oh, the rock saved. That sucks. So it ends up being useless. It was a ray of enfeeblement. It would have halved his damage, as long as she maintained concentration on it.
That would have been very
huge.
helpful.
Yes, it would.
yes.
So she does that. She curses as she realizes the spell doesn't take hold and drops it and keeps moving. She's right at the edge of the water. Her next move will be into the boat. That moves us to Aronan. You're in the boat, standing. You missed your first shot. You're standing in there. You see Valine right there. You saw what she tried to do and heard her curse that she missed it.
She wouldn't have made it into the boat. Like she still had a little bit of movement.
No, her movement to get clear of the dock to try and use the ray of enfeeblement
Shit.
kept her from getting actually in the boat. But she knew with everyone else being up above, she's still gonna have time to jump in. She's trying to help still because
Yeah. I was hoping
she
she was going
understands the
to
situation going on.
jump in so we could elevator lift the whale up to their level. All right. Damn it. I guess I'm just going to. I'm gonna longbow it again. I'm gonna have to see if I
Okay.
can hit it. Nat 20.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So can I focus on the claw?
Well, you're gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Nice thing is, Doc is in melee, so you get sneak attack too.
Yeah, you get sneak attack damage because you got friends in melee. So all this doubles. You guys might actually do this. I mean, I'm not saying anything. He's not bloodied yet or anything, but
All right. So 10 from the longbow. And sneak attack. So the sneak attack gets doubled as well?
yep, all dice.
18 from sneak attack. So 28
18.
total.
28 total.
Mm-hmm.
When you rolled the longbow, what did you roll? Did you roll twice the dice, or
No, it
did
just
you double the?
it just automatically doubled it.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay, okay. So 10, and then the sneak
Yeah.
attack was
Yeah, 'cause
9.
my longbow
so total
is
18.
1d8 plus 5.
What
Oh.
did you roll
He must have rolled a. Yeah,
on the dice? That seems like
So it rolls 2 dice. Remember, John.
yeah,
Like it doesn't double it; it just rolls 2
Yeah.
dice.
but he rolled his sneak attack separately, and I'm wondering what he rolled for his
Right.
sneak attack.
The longbow, the tracking on the longbow said he rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay,
So,
so
it's all
2 and a 3. You only have 3d6 sneak attack at level 7. That's what I'm wondering.
He does not. He didn't take 7 levels of.
Oh yeah, yep, that's
Oh,
right. He's
yeah,
got
yeah,
monk.
'cause
He's
I'm
got
monkey.
monkey levels. Never mind. I'm like that should be more. That feels like it should be more. But 28. Okay, 28.
Yep.
Oh hey, there's a calculator right here. How about that? Math sometimes, you know. My head doesn't work this early in the morning. All right. That's Aronan. The Rock, having restrained Doc, is going to peck at Doc with his beak. He's got his. Actually, he's going to peck at Crixus, I think. Because Crixus swung at his foot trying to. But you didn't connect. Never
I
mind.
missed wildly.
Never mind. He's got his little thorn in his side. He's going after Doc. He's got him in his claw. So takes his beak. That beak. 31 to hits.
Yikes.
Oh,
It's a good thing that wasn't a crit.
16 plus 9 is 25 points of damage halved because you're raging. It's 12 points of damage. Piercing. And we're on to Crixus.
all right.
Because the Rock has... Actually... No, the Rock's gonna... fly 120 feet into the air with Doc in its grasp.
Oh,
It's gonna move.
shit.
Well, Doc, it's been nice.
Does Crixus get an AO?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. He
Crixus
does.
would get an AO. Yeah.
23 to hit
23 hits.
and a good number. 9
9.
damage.
Okay. 9 and 1. Okay.
All right, so Crixus on my turn. I'm gonna, as I see that bird take away, I panic. Where's that bird gonna go? Is he gonna take Doc back to Oral? This is a real problem. I am going to, at 3rd level, cast Guiding Bolt to try to zap it out of the
Okay.
sky.
So what does burnt rock taste like?
24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Oh my god. 15 damage.
Wow, that's a nice guiding bolt.
I mean, it's a lot of twos
He's
and
now
threes
bloodied.
actually, but
He's now bloodied.
okay, so
To give you an idea.
so he'll be easier for Aronan to hit, remember, because he's sparkling
Yep.
like a Twilight vampire, and then Crixus is going to give. Let's see, how far away is Aronan right now from Crixus?
30 feet ish.
Okay, I'm gonna inspire Aronan with my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
As my bonus action then for the turn.
All right. Cool. So you
And
got
that's
a
it.
D6, is it? Or
Yeah,
is
he
it
can use a
D6?
D6 for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Awesome. All right. So Doc, it is your turn. You're suddenly the rock is sparkling, and you've seen this before. You've seen Crixus do this. You're suddenly though 120 feet in the air.
How high up?
120 feet.
So he went like pretty much straight up?
Straight up. Yep. He's gonna start moving sideways his next turn.
That's a long fall, but since he's glowing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and attack him because that'll negate the disadvantage.
Yeah, that would negate the disadvantage because you have advantage from the guiding bolt. Yep.
Boo.
Ooh, that's not good. 9 does not hit him.
Second attack is the same with disadvantage.
9. Ouch.
I really don't have anything to do with my bonus action. So I'm going to I'm just gonna try to wriggle and make it difficult with whatever I can do.
Do you want to try and use your movement to escape? I would give you that opportunity. You are 120 feet in the air. If you wanted to try and make an escape attempt with your movement, I'll allow you to. Because that's just going to create more drama and fun.
120 feet is better than more than 120 feet. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so it's strength or dexterity saving throw. Try and get out.
Strength because I have advantage on it because I'm raging.
Oh, excellent. There you go.
So 21.
You succeed. You push your way out of his claw. You are now falling. And the rock is a little pissed. He lets out this massive screech. Crixus, it's your turn. Your friend suddenly is falling from the sky.
Boy, I mean, I believe, have Featherfall.
That would be interesting.
I do have Featherfall.
Do you have a spell slot to use it?
I do. Yeah.
Am I close enough?
So, are you within 60 feet of me? At some point, you are.
Yeah, at some point, he will be.
Crixus is gonna move.
I got him! I got him!
I got a question.
Sure.
Featherfall is a reaction.
Yes.
Is that gonna take a turn sequence?
You can only
during my turn to hold, or is that
you could take the reaction before your turn. At the end of Doc's turn, you could take the reaction to cast Featherfall.
I'm actually gonna need to wait until Doc is within 60 feet of me, so he'll have fallen 60 feet already.
Yeah, falling is one of those things.
Rules of D&D, all falling happens instantaneously.
Okay.
So
All right,
technically, he would fall in at a point he would be at 60 feet before he hits the ground.
Got it. So I'm gonna, as my reaction then to that
On
event,
his turn.
I'm going to Featherfall.
You're gonna Featherfall him.
Yep.
When we
On
get
the-
around to your turn, Doc, you'll be on the dock. Featherfall
well,
safely.
I mean, the rock goes before me, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the rock's going to come back with its movement and start attacking. So,
All right, and then I believe with my other
yeah, you have your full turn now. He's
my
120
full
feet
turn,
away.
yeah, my full turn action. I believe I can use my last third level slot to shock another guiding bolt that rock's way.
All right. Just misses.
All right. 14 does not hit, so then I am going to try to bardically inspire Doc as well, right? That's not
Sure.
concentration.
No, you hand those dice out and they go to whoever.
Yeah. So I'm just screaming at Doc. The whale's here. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, Valine hops in the boat and turns around. What does she have? What does she have that she can do? She's done. She's tried that. She's done. Oh, she has another one of those. What's the distance on it? No, too far away. Oh, wait. No, wait. See, within range. Oh, range is 30 feet. Okay. Yep, never mind.
She could hold it if she thinks it's coming back.
Yeah. She may have something she can actually do, though. Oh, that won't actually work. Oh, this one might. Nope. That's not going to do anything. Yeah, she's actually going to hold. She starts muttering something. Similar to when you saw her cast the first time and there was that wave of necrotic stuff that rolled over. She's going to hold that for when if the rock comes back into range. So she's summoning and holding this spell for the rock to return. Aronan.
All right, I am going to.
The rock is about 150 feet away from you.
I'm gonna slap the whale on the side and say, "Let's get up there. Let's get those guys."
Okay.
Okay.
And he moves. He will move up. He moves on 11, so he moves up to the height that Crixus and. Oh wow, that actually puts Valine 30 feet closer to him too. Still not in range, but better.
All right, I'm gonna longbow at him.
Longbow, so you're at 120 now.
Yep, my longbow's 150 and 600.
That's good news.
12. Oh,
Misses.
bardic inspiration.
Oh yes. Oh, and it might matter because it's a D6. Roll that D6. Come on.
4.
Yeah, that hits. Bardic Inspiration mattering. That makes it a 16, which absolutely hits the rock.
For 9 damages.
9 damages. Nice.
And then, I suppose Doc is not grappled with it anymore, so I cannot do anything.
Nope. Yep, he's not grappled with it anymore.
So I will yell at the other guys to inspire them to come. Get on the boat,
Get
you
in the
motherfucking
fucking boat.
Great minds think alike, John.
Yep. All right, so that's Aronan. Now the rock. Pissed off, having dropped his dinner or whatever he considers Doc to be, he's going to dive straight down with his...
A Doc McNugget.
A Doc McNugget. Oh my goodness! But don't we have to like completely disassemble and then compress them back together to get that?
It's the new all natural campaign that they're doing.
All natural Doc McNugget. He's naked. So the rock comes barreling back down with its 120 feet of movement and beaks at Doc. So the
Make
beak
sure you
attack.
get it with the...
Get it with the sweet and sour sauce. 30 to hit, which will hit. Let's see, we got. Ooh, 23 plus 9, 31, or 32 points of damage, half to 16. And then it's going to talon at you again, because it doesn't have you grappled.
I mean,
21
Yeah.
to hit. So it has you restrained, and the damage you take from that is... Oh, good lord. 3 6s and a 3 on 46. 30 points of slashing damage. Halved is 15.
How you feeling there, Doc?
All right. I'm bloodied. I have 21 points left. I can take one more.
I would have said there's no way he's still alive.
That's how I'm going. Barbarians, though, are fucking like that rage. That. Oh.
Half on damage is amazing.
Yeah,
You would have been a
it is
skeleton.
huge.
You would have been a crispy Doc McNugget on the way down.
So it
Had
moved
you-
down. It took its 2 actions. We roll back around to you, Doc. He's got you restrained again.
How far off the water am I?
You're 30 feet above. 30 feet above the water/ice. The whale is got himself up that you can move over towards the whale.
Right.
The whale's a little skittish because the rock came barreling back down. Oh,
Yeah,
Valine released her spell.
Hmm.
I need to roll that damage because that is highly important.
Yes, I would say all damage at this juncture in life is important.
So at some point, as the rock on its way down, this sheen net basically of necrotic energy, it goes barreling through and takes 34 points of damage as it rolls through that.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Now, she's out of those now, though.
All right. If my math is working, we've dealt it 169 damage.
69.
Well, I could have missed. I might be off somewhere in there too.
You're off by 2, but yeah.
Okay. I'll call
And
that.
that could just be my math. It is well bloodied.
Well, I think a repeat of the last round, 2 attacks and a try to escape. Rolling attacks at disadvantage. Double 3s. Ew.
Ooh. Now you get double 20s. Let's go.
Oh
That'd
my
be
god,
nice.
that'd be amazing.
Well, one of them was a 20. 17 to hit.
17 does hit. There we go. We got
You
damage.
saw him?
Let's go.
Yeah, you saw him.
Right, this plus 2, so 12.
12. Excellent.
And strength saving throw at advantage is very nice. 24.
Yeah, you wiggle your ass out of there. No falling required. You're out of his restraint.
Right.
That moves us to Crixus. The rock is right there with you.
In melee range now again?
In melee range again. Yep. Because he just went straight up. Doc came straight down. He came straight down.
All right, so
Reset
then
button. Just that lower hit points.
So I'm pretty close to Doc then, yeah?
Oh yeah. You could reach out and put a hand on him if you wanted. He's right.
I may in fact do that. I'm gonna try to cure wounds on Doc.
Okay.
That'll get him 17 hit points.
Excellent.
Which is like 34, so that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna bardically inspire Aronan again.
Awesome. So Aronan, you got that D6 again. And the rock is in melee range when it rolls around to your turn, so you're going to get your sneak attack dice. Keep that in mind.
And Crixus is gonna still stay in melee range to hopefully get the rock's attention, spread out the damage, etc.
Okay, Valine, seeing that this is actually holding, is going to try and cast that Ray of Enfeeblement again, which the rock needs a Constitution saving throw.
The rock says this.
17. Oh, what is her? I think he failed. I gotta find her. Spell casting. Is there intelligence? Spell save DC? 14. No, it does save. Dang it. Oh, that was close. That was close. So he saves. She curses again and drops the damn spell. She's like, damn it, I'll get that to work sooner or later. She doesn't have a bonus action, I don't think. So, yeah, that's where she will hold her turn. Oh, she could have done that before too. That would have been interesting. All right. And that moves us to Aronan.
I'm going to say now is not the time, Valine, to be experimenting with your spells.
It's not an experiment. He's just really strong. Shoot her.
Strong.
All right, I'm going to use my longbow.
Arguably, you're about 15 feet away. Just saying.
Dirty 20.
30, 20, okay. Hits.
Well, remember, half of my stuff is ice.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
For 9 damages.
And then your sneak attack?
And then my sneak attack is... 9 damages. 18 total.
Don't miss that. That's another 9 damages.
You've underestimated your sneakiness.
The poke is a very good strategy sometimes. The rock is pissed off. He is mad you got out of his wiggle, Doc, so he's going after you again.
Rock says
Leave
this.
Doc alone!
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Barbarian, lower AC. That's right. So then it is.
I gotta get those magic bracers again.
Yeah. 30 damage halved is 15, and then the talons coming in for that restrain. Ooh.
Come on, show me that.
No, not good. 32. So you're restrained again. And the damage
For the love of all that is holy.
Oh, God. 17 plus 9 is 26. Halved is 13.
Okay, I'm
damage.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Still
better
standing.
than he ever did.
The bad thing for you is it's going 120 feet in the air again with its movement.
Mother.
So,
Crixus, AO, get him.
you have the AO, Crixus.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hit him with my best shot.
Fire away.
19 to hit. Sorry.
19 hits.
19 damage. It's like 8. No, I'm
8
sorry.
damage.
Sorry. 5.
5 damage.
5 damage.
8 sounded better.
8 did sound better.
Yeah.
All right, so the rock then flew into the air. Doc, it's your turn.
Wash, rinse, repeat, again at disadvantage.
Swing at disadvantage, trying to escape with your movement.
All right, well, there's a natural 1.
Ooh.
So that one misses. Come on, even if it's waste of a natural 20. Let's see. I'm gonna use my bardic. No, I'm gonna save my bardic inspiration to make sure I escape. So a 10, I'm sure misses.
Yeah, 10 does miss.
And let's.
Strength check at advantage.
Here we go. Oh, good thing for advantage. 21.
Yep. You wiggle out of it. You are falling. Crixus,
Yay.
are you able to feather fall in this time?
I mean, yes. As my last first level slot, I will feather fall.
Okay.
I mean, it seemed to work out well the first time.
Yep, Doc, you land back on the dock right next to Crixus. I imagine you get your feet down on the ground and look at Crixus and say, "Someone get me off this elevator."
We got to stop meeting like this.
Yeah, that works too.
I love you again.
Oh. All right. Crixus, it's your turn.
All right. So while I'm taking my turn, I'm gonna cast a spell, my very last spell slot.
Okay.
But I want to put this out there. I think something is set up wrong. If Crixus is, if he's attuned to simple weapons, wouldn't he add his strength modifier and his proficiency bonus to the damage?
If he has proficiency
Not
in
to the damage.
weapon.
Proficiency only goes to the attack, the hit.
Yeah, the proficiency only goes to the hit.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So Crixus is going to close his eyes.
Oh shit! Summon magic energy, close the eyes, and let it go.
He is going to get. He's going to draw this magic from the subcockle region. And while the rock is at 120 feet, which is the length of the spell, he's gonna guiding bolt with every fiber of his being.
You broke Norm with the subcockle.
Reached down really far, right up into his own butthole, and
Come on, you
pulled
son
that
of
guiding
a
bolt
bitch.
out.
21 to hit.
Yes, 21 absolutely hits.
7d6.
Hit him in the subcockles.
76.
29 damage.
Oh, holy hell! He does
And
not look good.
And he is shimmering like Christmas.
Lloyd Christmas?
Harry done.
He does not look good at all, sitting up there in all his glory in the sky,
I mean,
120 feet up.
Crixus basically takes a knee because he's got nothing left.
And it does that. It brings Crixus to his knee.
My turn's done then.
Your turn is done. Valine is going to fire magic missiles, I think, from her wand. What is the range on magic missiles?
It's a pretty big range.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's
Oh,
big.
it's 120 feet. Go figure. That's convenient. So she'll fire some magic missiles at it.
Pew 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 pew
Pew, 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 pew.
Go big or go home, Valine.
Blink, blink, blink.
How much can I dump into this? Spell second level or higher. Each dart 3. I'll give her. Yeah. Let me clear that. She is getting spent. I'm giving her the 3. Oh Jesus. 4 damages. She rolled 3 ones.
Well, it's a +1 for each dice.
Oh, is it? So 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
So
damages.
Passed it at level 1 then?
Yeah. Because it's coming out of her wands. And she doesn't.
Alright.
She fired off a lot of charges earlier in the day. She doesn't have a lot left.
I recall that.
So that moves us to Aronan
Aronan at advantage.
at advantage.
Guiding bolt. And
Guiding bolt.
possibly inspiration. I don't know if he still has it.
I do have inspiration yet.
You have bardic inspiration.
Inspiration.
Oh, I have regular inspiration. Do
Oh,
I?
he has regular inspiration.
You have both.
I used bardic inspiration
He
last
used
time,
his
didn't I?
bardic. He used his bardic. Yeah, because
gave
it
him
I
made
gave
difference.
it back.
Oh, that's
I
right.
gave
Oh,
it
you
back.
gave it back.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got the bardic. You have inspiration.
Nat 20.
Oh! Shut the front door, and you have your sneak attack damage. Let's go!
Oh, no sneak attack. Oh, wait, yeah, because he had advantage.
Yeah, he had advantage, so he got sneak attack.
19 damage on the first hit.
Oh my god.
Sneak
Okay.
attack.
And what's your sneak attack damage?
I don't know. I'm so excited.
66.
10.
10.
That's a great time to roll 2 ones.
Aronan,
Huh.
how does this thing die?
Yes!
So as I'm sitting on the back of the whale, I get down on one knee and I aim up and I let loose and it shoots right into the eye.
Right into his eye. And his head snaps back and he lets this scream out that just dies out in this guttural thing. He's falling. He's directly above Doc and Crixus. Crixus is on a knee, exhausted on the dock. Doc, you see it's falling.
Hey,
It's coming down very, very quickly.
now would be a great
What do
time
you
for a
want to
feather
do?
fall.
Do you want to dive into the boat, or do you want to grab Crixus and try and get in the boat?
Linebacker tackle Crixus right off the dock. Here we go.
Okay, so I need the strength, tackle
And that's
to hit his.
That's not saving. That's just a
Nope.
strength attack. Okay, at advantage because I'm still raging.
Yep.
Come on, here we go.
Terry
Here we
Tate his
go.
ass.
I'm a slide back.
18.
What's your AC, Crixus? Does that hit your AC?
Oh my god, 19 is my AC, obviously.
You hit him, and you both fall to the ground. You're still on the dock. I need a dexterity saving throw to get both of you to get out of the way now. As you notice this thing is coming down. Crixus, you realize what Doc was trying to do. But he wasn't overly successful at it.
I guess I'll add my bardic inspiration because that's all I have left.
I rolled the exact same 7.
7.
Oh.
Plus 5 from my bardic, so 12 for me.
12 for you.
Crixus pancake.
The dock is icy. It is not a good thing. You're both going to end up taking...
That was a lot of clicks.
Yeah, it was. Half of that. You're going to take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as the
And-
rock falls out of the sky onto the two of you.
I'm
On the
still
dock.
raging, so I take half of that, right?
Half of the half, yeah. So it's half of the 23
Is 11?
is 11, yes.
I'm at 10. I was at 10, so I'm out.
It puts you
By what?
unconscious.
By
That
what?
hit puts you unconscious. Crixus, what were you at health-wise?
I was at
Can you-
35. Yeah, so I can take it.
So you can take it. It hits. You're under there. Aronan. You see this rock fall. You see them try and scramble to get off the dock, and it actually lands on them. You see Doc's hand underneath the body kind of roll out and just drop his axe, limp. You do see Crixus trying to push out from underneath it. Crixus, give me a strength check to get out from underneath this rock.
So Aronan would have done that thing that you do when you see something really, really painful and bad happen. You go, ooh, and just yell really loud.
Yep.
So that's what Aronan would have
Sorry,
done. I would have been like,
I'm
"Oh."
still at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you haven't rested yet.
13.
13, you're able to actually pull yourself out from underneath. Valine grabs your hand and helps pull you out and looks at you and says, we need to get him out. He doesn't look like he's moving. And motions toward Doc's hand.
Aronan would come
All
onto
right.
the dock.
So are we in initiative or are we out of initiative?
We're out of initiative now.
Well, I've got to do that.
We're still in initiative, technically. So that was Aronan, the rock died. Doc, I need a death saving throw from you because it's technically your
So
turn.
would I be able to use my movement then to get onto the dock and run over to dock?
Show me natural.
Yes, you can use your movement.
All right.
18 is a success.
18 is a success. Okay. So you
Maybe
used
I
your
should-
movement to get over there, Aronan, by Doc.
Can I use bonus movement to try and pull him out?
You used
Or
an
my bonus action, I mean.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength check to pull him out from underneath there. I'll let you use your bonus action for that.
Sure, I'm good at these.
We're backing up. You made your death saving throw, so Crixus, you'll be next after this strength check.
Perfect.
6.
Aronon's sitting there. He's got Doc's arm, and he's pulling with all his might. Can't get Doc out
I'm
from
going to use my
underneath him.
inspiration. I'll try again.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
-1.
For 19.
-1. He's pulling, and his feet are like slipping a little bit, and he stops and he focuses in his monk training and understands, okay, just focus, Daniel son. And quickly pulls Doc out from underneath the rock. Doc is not moving, Crixus. As you climb, you get up to your feet, standing right next to him with Valine, and you see Doc is not moving.
So the adrenaline is the only thing that's powering Crixus at this point. He's got one last box to check on D&D Beyond, and that box is Channel Divinity. So I'm gonna preserve life on Doc, and I can restore up to 25 hit points.
Wow. That's amazing.
So I literally can't do anything except feebly swing my hand axe at this point.
Crixus gets up, he stands up, he sees Doc, he kind of stumbles 2 steps towards him and falls to his knees, puts his hands on him, and channels divinity, pouring this divine energy in it. And when he does it, it almost lifts his body up. The light does, as he's sitting there, and he looks very peaceful and very calm and very strong in the moment. And as the light dies, Doc coughs, coming to life, and Crixus collapses unconscious, not dead, not in saving throws, but spent. Just worn out, spent. On top of Doc.
Did you use all 25?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I can't use Channel Divinity again, so.
Okay.
We are out of initiative now.
I'm going to look around and say, this isn't where I parked my car.
Valine looks at you and says, what's a car?
Cart. He said cart.
Cart. Oh, cart.
Yeah.
Dude,
no.
where's your cart?
It's in the Harvard yard.
What would you like to do, TBD?
All
Go
right.
to sleep.
You are. You are. Your body just said, no, I'm not doing anymore.
So I think what we would do is drag Crixus onto the whale. And then I would probably look over the dragon to see if there's anything I could get off of him.
Off of the rock. You could take a rock. Let's see. Where is my handy dandy?
Yeah, I mean, Oral's here too. Doc would be like, okay, I agree with the let's go plan from before.
You don't want to spend the afternoon harvesting the rock?
Actually, I was going to say this. You go check the rock, and almost in a like ethereal or bonded connection between the rock and Oral, there is a scream from inside the castle. A loud feminine scream that echoes across the island.
I'm going to immediately, you know that gif of the baby that runs into the room, goes, and then runs right back out?
Yep.
That's me.
Yeah. You run over to the rock, look at it, hear the scream, and like, nope.
Yep.
Right back onto the...
Talk to the whale like a cab driver. I don't care where you go, just drive.
Yep.
Yep. Y'all hop in, Valine hops in, and you guys dive. dive! All hands on deck. And you end up under the ice surface. The whale says, just before he goes to dive, he goes, oh, no, can't have him sitting out here. And, like, bites the wing of the rock on the dock and drags it off the dock into the hole in the water under the ice.
Man.
And then chuckles the whole while, like for the first 10 minutes of the ride, he's kind of chuckling to himself because he's always been afraid of that bird. He's like, he's not so strong now.
Does it sink
Good
or float when it hits the water?
He pulls it down and underneath the surface of the ice, but it floats. It will eventually waterlog, but for the time being, it's just floating at the bottom surface of the ice that's coated.
We all float down here, Doc.
So you guys have a good 2.5 day
So
float underwater, long rests, discussions about what to do next.
are we going? We need to decide if we're going to actual 10 towns, the big 10 towns, whichever one is the biggest, or if we were going to go to the city that. Wasn't there a city that Valine mentioned or that we have to go to?
Ythrin.
Yeah.
Yeah, heading to Ythrin, the lost city
Yeah,
in the Reggae Glacier.
Definitely need to hit a city before that. Were we at all interested in going back to, like, say, Luskin or something to do some shopping with all of our
Fire Shear.
following?
Fire Shear's small. Luskin would be the next, like.
We need the biggest town. we can get
Bryn
to.
Shander's the largest of the 10 towns. The next biggest town heading south would be Luskin, which is where you started the fire in the shop.
So
I don't know what you're
up to
talking
you
about.
where you
I wasn't
want.
there for that.
Where the bandit started the fire in the shop.
yeah,
What if we go shopping at that shop and they have something cool again and we just go steal it again? That'd be awesome.
Well, we would
Bryn
know what we're
Shander,
looking
though,
for at
right?
that point.
You guys headed
Yeah,
to
we-
Bryn Shander, you think?
Yeah.
Do we
we
know
need
enough
the,
about-
Color up your coin?
we need the
do we
biggest
know
thing.
about Fire Shear enough to know if they would have at least some cool weapons?
You know enough about Fire Shear, and Fire Shear is very small, and no. They aren't going to have anything you would...
So, yeah, it was a dwarven settlement. I think maybe they make stuff, but I didn't know if they sell stuff.
Through all the discussion, Valine mentions that, hey, let's go to Bryn Shander, unload some of this gold and silver and copper, change it up into platinum so that we're a little lighter on the carry. We aren't going to find anything. Like, you guys all want better shit. It's in Ythrin.
Yep.
There's magical items in Ythrin and shit that will help stop this curse.
Woo-woo. What about
clear,
what
right?
about my curse? What about
You don't-
Iceman?
Oh, you're Iceman, yeah. Maybe. There might be something there that could help with that.
We'll start there. At least it's still cold there. So,
Yeah.
while Crixus is passed out, Doc would probably try to have a quick conversation with Aronan on that first leg of the journey about why he thinks Crixus is so upset about the silver dragon, and not to be surprised if something comes up, because Crixus, the god that Crixus follows, is like a goddess of beauty, and silver dragons are like the epitome of beauty. So that's probably what he was looking at it as, an icon of his religion, and just, whatever. And Doc will say, Doc's over it because he got to, like, burn a nest and, attack a rock. So Doc's, his mind has moved on, but Crixus hasn't had a chance really to process it yet. So don't be surprised if Crixus has a deal.
And I'll just shrug and say, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't regret what I did. I stand behind not wanting to have a feral dragon following us around.
And then Doc's going to pass out for the first night.
And when Doc passes out, Valine looks at Aronan and said, I think you're right. Raising a dragon's much more difficult than most people assume. We've tried it in the Arcane Brotherhood to limited success. Granted, they weren't silver. That was a surprise to me, but I believe you were right, Aronan, in what you did.
Yeah. Well, besides, I'm barely equipped to, take care of myself, much less something else.
That is true. That is very, very true. The problem is the member of this group that's going to keep you alive, you just really pissed off. And he's understandably upset. I would be too if someone basically just shattered a symbol of my god.
Wow.
So if what Doc says is true, Crixus's frustration is understandable. Your reasoning is understandable. It's somewhere where you two are going to have to come to terms with each other about disagreeing on what was done or how that was handled.
Wow.
And hopefully it doesn't create a rift between the two of you.
I've spent 75% of my life alone. I don't have any problems spending the rest of my life alone. I did not need Crixus before we met up. I will not need him after we are done with our journey.
Mm.
He is a great companion. He is helpful. He is useful. But I do not rely on anyone other than myself.
It's fair. I can understand that. Getting outside of the Brotherhood's reach is one of the best things I've ever done.
And then Aronan would go over and just teabag Crixus a couple times and then be done. I'm kidding.
Alice, you callous son of a bitch.
Valine face palms and
I'm kidding.
kind of puts her feet up and leans back into
Yeah.
one of the chairs and just kind of head
That
back.
probably
and closes her
actually
eyes.
hurts the device. Might chip
Oh,
it too.
yeah.
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 In the middle of Crixus's fitful night of sleep, he wipes the ball sweat from his forehead.
He actually melted his nuts on your forehead.
Yeah. And think
Like
of it
they're
as a
ice.
cooling
They're
cloth,
magical.
Crixus. You were very, feverish in your exhaustion, so I was just cooling you down.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So in my state, do I need a long rest? Like, I'll take a long rest, obviously. 'Cause I'm
It's
bitchy, but
nighttime. I mean, we've gone through.
yeah, you set a long rest. You go through one. I mean, hit the button on D&D Beyond. You'll need it to do that, but you technically don't need to sleep in your state.
yeah.
Oh,
So I would meditate. I would go into my Zen monk.
Oh, which is such a fucking cool thing, like Zen monk, Iceman. Speaking of Wu-Tang Clan names. Resting in the boat. The whale, you wake up on the next day and the whale's talking about some of the other stuff underneath. Talking about some of the things. He seems to be pinned in and focused on the fact that rock is dead. He's very happy about that. That has always been like he's like, it's just like if I had shoulders, that would be like a big weight off of them. Surfacing isn't going to be a problem for me now.
If I had
And he
shoulders.
just keeps going on and on about that as you flow through. The day comes when you actually get to the point where you're going to surface.
so
And-
we're from a destination standpoint. We knew. I mean, you guys have been to that prison, and there's also the
Dock,
where the whale came from.
Yep.
Do we know
that
which
one.
one's closer to Bryn Shander? Because we'd probably be easier to have them drop us off at whichever one's closer.
Yeah, that dock would be closer. That island where you rang the bell and did the octopus fishing.
Yep.
So he
Okay.
would drop you there. As he starts coming up, it's really strange. He's coming up closer to the surface, and there is something different about the surface, and you're not sure what it is. And then it literally dawns on you as you surface the water and see the sun rising. And the sky, a light blue for the first time since you've been this far north. Whatever you did, and you start thinking about it, killing the rock,
Well, that
she
kept-
was not able to take to the sky and cast her spell.
Wow.
Sweet.
For the first time in years, a sunrise has happened over 10 Downs.
Oh, people are getting sunburned today.
Oh man, that mayor's gonna owe us a lot of coin.
And I think, honestly, because we have like 8 minutes before I gotta be hard out, we'll call it right there on a sunrise.
Did
Nice.
did Crixus want to have any conversation on the boat?
Yeah.
Or
Do you want to talk about anything on the boat with anyone, Crixus? We can hit that.
So Crixus is just going to talk about the plan and direct conversation to Valine.
Okay.
And just communicate, Bryn Shander to get our ducks in a row, but we're not sticking around, and then hopefully consult someone that maybe she knows and trusts in the Brotherhood in regards to Aronon's condition to see if anyone in the Brotherhood could potentially provide any relief.
She actually explains in talking about Aronon's condition and the Brotherhood. She goes, I know someone that could take care of it. He actually owes me a favor as well. There's a small problem. He's in a jail to the north.
Oh my fucking god.
Fucking guy.
Not that son of a bitch.
Oh, time passes by slowly on Staten Island.
All right, so we'll have to pull out our alter egos. Jack Daniels. Maybe we'll add Jose Cuervo to it. I don't know. We'll have to.
Yeah.
We'll have
Jack
to pull
Daniels,
out our.
Captain Morgan, and Jose Cuervo.
We'll have to pull out our alter egos and be better at it this time.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Shite.
So,
Yeah, and
so
one of you
that's
is-
where we'll.
one
You
of you
sons
will
of
be-
bitches! We took down a rock today.
That's you guys fucking. I'm like, are they actually going to be able to do this? That thing had 248 hit points.
Nice.
It literally
was-
took every single thing that Crixus and Doc had.
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
get
had 10
touched.
10 hit points until it fell on me. I would've
Valine
made
was
it.
out of shit too. Like she used both her highest level spells. She used the Ray of Enfeeblement. She probably could have done that a couple more times, but everything else was like just she was better off shooting off her magic missiles. So it was.
Yeah, Aronan. I was down 1 hit point from a previous encounter, and I had 1 key point left, so I could have done Fists of
Yep.
Fury.
That is it's kind of amazing. Is one of 2 ways to get a sunrise coming off of that island.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna have to spread the message that TBD was responsible for it, and get that word across 10 towns.
I'm kind of sad that Aronan isn't as arrogant as he was before that whole thing went away.
I don't know. Crixus still thinks he's kind of a prick. So
Well, my ego would have been super inflated because I killed,
Yeah.
regardless of how much damage Crixus did, which was
Yeah.
like a majority of the damage, I would say. Aronan still would have been like, did it.
I did it. It was my arrow that killed it. That slayed the beast.
Hey, 10 towns, it's your boy.
That is super, super awesome. I am
Nice.
so I'm so stoked you guys got it. And I'm like, holy crap! They've taken away like 75 hit points of it already, and it was at 170 something, 172. And I went, well, he's not quite bloodied yet. And at 124 he was. So when he went bloodied, I went, oh, hey, you guys, he's bloodied. Just for a reference point, I don't know what you got in the tank. I'm not monitoring necessarily what your hit points and your spell slots are, but if you wanna, it's
you're
possible.
saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. Now
that's
the
what
thing
we're
is
right.
you, by virtue of the scream, realize you have pissed off Oral. She's not quite sure where you are, but she's looking.
Ain't happy.
She is not happy. So.
Be very, very quiet.
Awesome.
For this, I think you guys can level.
Yeah.
You said you hadn't leveled in a while, and I was looking at it, and let's see.
Dun, da, da, da.
Adventure flow chart. Sunblight destruction.
Well, we can talk about that off
Yes.
air too.
Yep.
So
go
I'm
ahead
gonna get
and
us
level
out of
to 8.
here. I'm gonna get us out of here because you gotta go.
Yep. Sounds good.
So everybody, bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. Go there for all the links. 2 Nerds. We are 2 Nerds 1 Quest. We are here 8:30 a.m. Central Time every Sunday morning. Well, most Sunday mornings. Patreon.com/2 Nerds 1 Quest. We have some really fun rewards if you would like to join. We also do Amazon Prime on our channel. We are able to take subscriptions. So if you have a Amazon Prime subscription just laying around that you don't use, subscribe to the channel. We have a couple of emotes in there. So for me, for the Lazy Dragon, for Mr. Crixus, and for the DMJC, we will catch you next week. Peace.
Time
Get
to
'em.
head to the caves of hunger.
The Rock says. Where we are all together, and as soon as The Rock comes on the screen, Dwayne Johnson.
That's amazing. It was so good.
All right,
So
if you guys
good.
are in chat, go to tomandnorm.showbot.tv. We are going to vote on some show titles. I will go there and I will read some off.
Ooh, wow. We have a lot this week.
Tom did a great job of taking those and putting them in there. So
Yeah, it's
All right, so we have Doc McNugget. TBD is not slow on the draw. Rock the Rock. Whale Ho. Hit it like it's my job. Sparkling like a Twilight vampire. Doc escaped the rock and landed on the dock. All natural naked Doc McNugget. R.I.P. spell slots. Terry Tate his ass. Dude, where's your cart?
Doc McNugget. That's
these
It's
are all
just fun.
really good.
Yeah.
So go to tommnorm.showbot.tv. Vote on a title if you are in chat. Speaking of chat,
That's a really fun week.
thanks to everybody
yeah.
for popping in. We appreciate you coming and watching. A couple of names in there that have been here frequently.
Yeah, I love frequent people.
Yeah, I saw Elquin in here. He must have jumped already. Monkey Bananas is here.
Nice.
Monkey Bananas.
I figure between Monkey Bananas and Zoe, we'll have a bacon banana sandwich.
You know what's funny is Zoe Brings Bacon is actually in the States this week. Her and
Really?
Monkey Bananas hung out yesterday.
No shit.
Uh-huh.
That's actually really funny.
Uh-huh.
They're probably watching
is
together this morning.
I mean, I don't think they had a sleepover, but
Well, who knows? Maybe she stayed there. Maybe that was a
I mean,
thing.
maybe.
I don't know.
And in the morning, I bring bacon.
I'm starting rumors. Sorry, Monkey Bananas. Sorry. If you weren't a thing, you might be a thing now. Or
No,
rumors.
I'm pretty sure both of their spouses would not appreciate that.
Makes sense.
Both their spouses are gonna hear about who the hell is this JC guy on this podcast saying you guys are.
You got some bacon on my banana. You got banana on my bacon.
Banana on my bacon.
Awesome.
Oh my god. I love this.
All right, JC, fantastic storytelling. Thanks a lot again, pal.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Thank you very much. I gotta disconnect all my shit. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace.
All right, see you next week.
Yeah, looks like unless somebody else starts voting, Doc McNugget is going to be the. And it was funny because the reason I thought of that was because you're a dwarf, so you're short. You're McNugget sized.
Oh, that was what a
There's
fun week.
There's a kid show too, Doc McStuffin, so that kind of added to the thing. I don't even know if you're aware of that.
That is not something that I would be aware of.
She's like a little veterinarian for stuffed animals, and they're alive, obviously, of course.
Of course.
As any good kids show would
Of
be.
course.
Hey, we brought sunrise. How about that?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Think of how beautiful that is for the people in Brinchander to look over and see the sun come up.
Yeah, that's
We've
We
got to
just lost-
jump on that right away. The communication of it, like that's us. That's us. We did that.
Yeah. 10 towns lost half their towns, but at least they got Sunrise back.
So
Yeah.
when we go to Brinchander, we should be able to meet with the mayor, chieftain. What do they call him? Like
Speaker.
Yeah,
speaker,
speaker, yeah.
and inform them to get the word out. I think that should be one of our top priorities.
This will be an interesting week for me because Doc was looking to get the sunshine back and then potentially retire for a little while. So he might be just looking to get his share of the coin and go start working the bar. So we'll have to see. I mean, he might be interested in making sure Aronan gets better, but
We'll have to see. I mean, so the speaker at Brinchander, is that Duvessa Shane?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valish Gant is the person we visited. Sounds like
I can't
he's
believe
the
we have to go
Brotherhood
talk
guy.
to his ass again.
Can you believe that? That's gonna be embarrassing. But
Yeah, so sorry we insulted you last time. I'm in a bit of a predicament. I'm a nice guy, and yeah, you want to help?
You said an ice guy, not a nice guy, right?
I said ice guy. Definitely not a nice
ice,
guy.
ice, baby, too cold, too cold. All right, well, fantastic work this week, guys. We figured it out. Killed the Rock, which has to play a storyline role.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look and see if I have any inventory that would have gotten crushed by that rock fall. I didn't have any cookies on me, so I didn't crumble any cookies. Are the cookies made of ice?
They probably are icy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be eating them anyways because I'm
Are
ice.
they magical or are they naturally mind altering?
I would assume they're
Good question
natural.
for the DM.
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming everything that I own will go back to normal once the curse is lifted.
That's
I
a
mean-
nice assumption that you're making.
Yeah.
I hope the DM.
Could you imagine if the
doesn't mess
rock-
it up.
Could you imagine if the rock would have landed on you?
Oh,
Good thing you weren't on the dock.
you would have had Aronan cubes to put in your drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shit would have been broken. I'm trying to think.
Awesome.
All my good stuff would have. Well, I shouldn't say all my good stuff. Like, some of my weapons would have been okay, but. Although I wonder if the bag of holding would protect.
Yeah, the stuff in the bag of holding is in a pocket dimension. It shouldn't have been affected. Otherwise, all that coin is ice.
That's a good question. Because I have a lot of. Most of my side stuff, all my valuables are in the bag of holding. When we go to. What's the place? The magical place?
Ythrin?
Yeah, when we go to Ythrin,
Ythrin.
we'll have to see if somebody can make something cool with the ingots and the dragon scales and the.
I think Ythrin is an ancient, abandoned, lost city. I don't think we'll encounter any people there.
Oh,
Yeah,
John-
it's more so finding treasure than it is
Oh.
engaging with
But-
people.
But if we find treasure, we may want to leave as much as we can out of your bag of holding when we go, just so there's
Yeah.
space for everything we want to collect.
So what I'll probably do is I'm assuming there's a bank in Brinchander.
Or even Ellie at the bar might be.
Oh, yeah. I could just dump everything in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the practical purposes, make a list for the DM on all the things you want to sell, and then we just change up to platinum before we leave. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, the cities would be probably not as interested in battle equipment or probably trinket stuff. They're probably right now in the rebuilding stages. They're going to want small coin and functional items. So we should be able to color up to platinum and get any of their best weaponry or items type stuff.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure if there'll be somebody who wants to buy all the fun trinkets yet. But we'll see. I'm not the DM, so I don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Someday.
Meh.
No Packers today, huh?
No?
Bye week.
Boring. Huh?
Now what do we
Just a
do?
boring Sunday. Maybe some shoveling. I don't know what the day is gonna look like.
It's supposed to snow all day, isn't it?
Yeah, the further south you go, I think it's supposed to eventually turn over to rain, so hopefully that'll melt everything back down, but I hope it doesn't freeze overnight. Tomorrow night, though, huh? Down to 3?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It'll be as
That'll
cold
be
as
fun.
I'm
air.
not ready, man. I'm not ready.
I'm glad I work from home 3 days a week.
I ain't ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Actually-
Are we still streaming, or are we,
Yeah, we're still on.
good.
I'll dump us.
People getting a little snippet of Wisconsin life.
Yeah, Wisconsin
Mhm.
weather. Eh,
Frame it up, man.
snowy and cold as shit.
Man, the only thing I'm missing is a hot tub out on the deck, right?
My neighbor has one of those.
Actually, I got out my my grill cover today. There's 2 damn holes bitten right through it from squirrels or some shit.
Hmm.
So that doesn't help.
Duct tape.
And they'll just get stuck on the inside if they crawl underneath.
Jerks.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks everybody for popping in.